Photoshop. So in order to do this, you have to choose any quick selection tool. I just have the quick selection tool right now. And then I'm going to go select and mask. It's up at the top. Alright, it comes into a file looking something like this. Alright, there's only going to be like 5 tools over here. The very first one is the, hover over it, I think it's a quick selection. Pretty sure it's a quick selection. Okay, I'm going to change my size of my brush to about, let's see here, about, what is it? It's at 70. Alright, so I'm going to come in here and kind of click where I want to be selected. And it guesses pretty well. Alright, but there's going to be some ports where it didn't grab very well. And I'll show you here in a second what we're going to do. So the first step is just to go in and select what you want to be selected. Alright, another way to check to see this is I'm going to switch it to black. And as you can see, I have pretty much everything, but I do have that green glow around me. So I need to work on that. So I'm going to go back to my onion skin layer. And I'm going to hit Smart Radius. And I'm going to hit Deconstructive Colors at the bottom. And then I'm going to flip back to black. I still have that. So now I'm going to go to this second tool right here. And I'm going to up my thing. And I'm going to come in here and drag along the edges. Alright? And it kind of guesses what needs to be removed. If I go to subtract, it's going to subtract some of those areas. I'm supposed to be like flipping a burger. It's a posed picture. It's not like I was like, this is how I pose for my images or something like that. Right? And I'm going to flip back and forth between these two to try to get that green radius. Here it goes. Especially off my hair. Because my blonde hair kind of grabbed at it quite a bit. Come on. Subtract. So now I'm going to come in here with this third one, which is the refine tool, and I'm actually painting. Remember how you paint with black and it subtracts, right? Remember anyone? Remember that? Painting a mask. Okay. As you can see, I'm highly cutting off parts of me, right? It doesn't matter because I'm going to go back over with this one, and it's going to try to guess those sides again. And hopefully it doesn't pick in the green as much. Alright. Oh, I guess I should have my shirt there. Alright, once I'm satisfied with this, this is where I spent majority of my time, was playing around and trying to get everything taken care of as best as I can. At the bottom, you can see here, it says output settings. I said new layer. So then I always have it on the second layer here. Now I'm going to go to File, Open. I am going to go to my postcard, and I'm going to bring in my BlackRock. Okay, so this is going to be my background. But I need to change the size. Jacob, put your phone up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to Crop. I'm going to say 5:7, and then I'm going to say OK. Okay, I'm also going to go to Image Adjustments, or Image Size, and I'm going to change the resolution to 300. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Now I want to bring myself into this picture. So I'm going to go to File, Place Embedded, Desktop. I don't think I saved this one. Hold on. Me too. So I'm going to go to File, Place Embedded, Okay, obviously a little large for the image, right? So I just realized my A is gone here in the middle. I'm going to shrink myself down proportionately to the image. Okay, still a little off. Oh, I have my crop tool. Don't crop. Alright. Command T to transform again. And scale myself a little better. Voila, I'm in the picture. Yay. But I want to be behind the grill. Okay? So I call this sandwich layering. Okay? It's not the technical term. I do not know what it's called. So anytime you want to be behind something image, so say you're at a diner, you know how they have a countertop, but you want to be behind it, instead of like erasing your body up to here, this is what I call sandwich layering. So I'm going to turn off my layer, me layer, and I'm going to go to my background layer where that grill is. Go away. Take my quick selection tool, and I'm going to come in here and select that grill. Okay, so now that that's selected, I'm going to copy and paste it basically. Command C, Command V. So I'm going to have the grill layer. I'm going to turn myself back on. Now watch what happens when I move my grill copied layer on top. You see what just happened? So now I'm behind the layer, behind that copied grill. Everyone see that? Yay, nay, maybe? Okay. So, for example, if I want to be sitting behind a desk, I would just copy this desk from that background layer and place it in between. So I'd have the background, myself, copy of the desk. Okay, so basically you're sandwiching yourself in between these layers. Okay, and you'll kind of see when that will come into play. All right, I probably should have grabbed some of this bottom part here because when I move my legs too far, you can see how it goes underneath that pole. So we're going to stand right over here because I'm going to be grilling. All right, I'm going to shrink myself down so it actually looks like I'm maybe slim myself down. Hey, look how skinny I am. All right. Okay, now that I want to bring in my other objects. So I'm going to come in here and say File Open, or I could say File Place, either way. So I'm going to go to File Open, and I'm going to choose my Yorkie JPEG. Oh, so cute, right? I'm going to come in here and go to that Select with the Mask again. All right, and I'm going to come in here and add in my lovely Yorkie. My dogs don't stay long enough for me to get like a good image of them. They move too much. Okay, now that I'm satisfied with that, I can double check to see how transparent it is by going on black. All right, it looks pretty good. I'm going to say desaturation or discriminate colors and say OK. And now I have this image that I'm going to bring in to my black rock. Okay, again, the dog's a little big. I'm going to hit Command T, transform, because my Yorkie is not that giant, and say yay. Okay, if you don't hit return after you hit resize something or the check mark at top, it's not going to let you do something. So if you can't do something, like you're trying to click on another thing, double check to see if there's like a check mark at top saying, are you satisfied with how you transform this image? All right, now I'm going to do a couple more. So I'm going to go to File Open, go to my butterfly. All right, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to use my magic wand. Okay, and it didn't grab all the blue, so I'm going to try to go to Select Similar. Now it grabbed all the blue, so I'm like, yay. So I'm going to hit Delete, say OK. Select Inverse, so now I'm just going to grab the butterfly, and I can come into my here and place it wherever. Again, it's probably a little big, so I'm going to come in here and shade it down. So on and so forth. The next thing is adding your text. So I think everyone knows how to add text. It's the T, right? Type it out. I'd rather be wherever. But the things that I want to show you is how to add effects to your text, because that's the best thing I think Photoshop has to offer compared to Illustrator. Like, I wish they had this in Illustrator. So I have my I'd rather be camping at Black Rock Park up here. Right now, I have the effects already on it, so I'm going to go ahead and say clear layer styles. Okay, so that's what it was before, black plain text, okay? I double-clicked on my layer and got my layer style. I did not click on the words that were in there, because if you click on the words, it's going to ask you to change like the title of the layer I just clicked in the gray box, got this up. Now, the few things that I do here is I go to color overlay and I change the color to white. But you could also come out into your image and grab colors from it to match something in your actual image. Okay, so I use that quite a bit to try to grab something so it kind of matches whatever I'm doing. But for this purposes, I'm just going to go with white. Okay, I'm also going to do a drop shadow. So that kind of pulls that off that background. Sometimes it's on multiply here. Probably crash now, right? Because I did that. Yay, Spinny Wheel of Death. Okay, I did it. Alright, but I usually choose normal. And then you can mess around with these settings. Alright. Now, if I want to edit the drop shadow, I need to be in the drop shadow. See how the word is? It's gray here. So I'm in that drop shadow template. Now, if I come in here and just click on this checkbox, say I want a gradient overlay, it's not going to change. I won't be in that gradient overlay, like say a gradient overlay. This did not change. I have to actually click on the word gradient overlay to change it, so I can change the settings in gradient overlay. And lastly, the last thing I add is the bevel and emboss. It kind of pops out your letters. And I probably use this right here on most of my text that I do in Photoshop. Okay, it makes it stand out. It makes it stand out. It's not flat. All right. Once I'm satisfied, I have my background image, myself, and 3 other images in there. You may print. Okay, and turn this in. This will be due on Thursday. So you have some time. Okay, I have the green screen right back here. Okay, I have it facing away from everyone because I know everyone's super embarrassed about taking their pictures. No one's going to see these. I'm not going to put them in the hallway. They're not going to be glamour shots. If you have your own image from somewhere else, that's fine. You can bring that in, but it has to be like a full body shot. It cannot just be like, you know, like how all your pictures end up being is like half shots on social media. It's not usually like a plain full body shot. You got to like cut something else out. It gets complicated. That's why I recommend just taking your picture here and putting it into your wherever you'd rather be. You can be anywhere. I don't care if you're in space or whatever. I have one. I'd prefer them to be more realistic. Okay, but I do have one. Where did I download that one? That was my random one. Where's my downloads? Oh geez, I'm gonna be here all day. Date modified. Okay, this is me. I'd rather be in space or on the moon. And I have most random objects up there. I mean, of course, another Yorkie. A telephone booth, some flamingos. Yeah. So it could be random. I'd prefer it to be more realistic. Okay, so if you're going to go random, go completely random, like way off the board. Okay, nothing matches. Okay, but if you're trying to do something more realistic, like you're on the beach, try to find beach stuff, like a beach umbrella, right? Or like in a beach ball. Your objects need to be semi-complicated. I don't want everything to be like round and easy to cut out. Okay, the whole purpose of this is to really use those selection tools a little bit more because you're going to have that performance test on the selection tools. Okay, and majority of the time, if I ask anyone what they use Photoshop for, is using the selection tools because you want to move something out of an image or change something up of another image, and that's all I got. Yay. Okay, so either you're working on finishing up. Where's my lovely thing? Okay, so we did the I'd Rather Be demo. You need to print your seashells, right? If you haven't yet, remember to crop that. If you don't know how to crop it, let me know. Finish your Hawaii postcard. Just save that to your folder for right now. And then you'll have a performance test this week. And you're going to start your I'd Rather Be postcard. Some of you won't start that until tomorrow because you're finishing up your Hawaii. Okay, remember your Hawaii should look something like this. Okay, I added a new video to Google Classroom. It's a little shorter. It's only one video, and it's not two 20-minute videos. It's like one 1-minute video. It's one like 16-minute video. And then if you really don't like any of those, if you Google or search in YouTube, Hawaii postcard Photoshop, there's several other versions of that tutorial in YouTube. All right. Anybody have any questions? Dyer? Everyone's asleep? Okay. That's all I have. You can get to work.